We have Coinbase getting some more coins ready to go. They should have been listed, but now they're actually going. We're gonna go over those 4 coins. Yasmin has been taking off. We know it had kind of a flop on the Coinbase listing, and well, now it's making some gains. And what is going on with the BTCs? And what about what other coins are not pumping that you could potentially make a bunch of bucks off? All that and more in this video. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it, guys. On Coinbase Pro's Tweeter, because that's where you find out exactly what's going on. We have a bunch of tweets here about 37 minutes ago, 18 minutes ago. It says trading on our KRL, LCX, and track. They'll be listing soon. It says like the order books is about to begin. Books will now enter post-only mode. And it looks like as I was waiting to record this video, they now say the KRL and LCX are now in full trading mode. So watch for the rest of them to become full trading. Let's just see how is the price action doing there. Guys, LCX, a nice refresh for the homies out there. Around 31 cents, up 7% at the time of this recording with a $220 million market cap. We've talked about these coins when they were supposed to list right away on Coinbase, but there was issues with listing. But guess what, guys? That created a great buying opportunity. We go down to the chart here. We see, let's just go back to the last month. See, guys, we had a nice little dippage in there. Great time to buy. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high, not buy high, sell low like the majority. So that's what's going on there. It's been going up. Congrats. Remember, Coinbase listings are volatile. Consider taking some profit when things go crazy. Track is up next. The next one here up 11% at around a $456 million market cap. Currently, of course, the price is going sky high because obviously just got listed on Coinbase Pro. It's actually trading, so that's great. But like we talked about, there was a dip though because it was announced and there was issues in between, so it fell down. If you ever see that again, historically that says that is a great buying time. Buying low, selling high typically works out. Up next, though, the krill, or however you say that, somebody will correct me down below. This is one that had a lower market cap, as you can see, around $77 million, up 20% of the time. Up 20% of the time this recording. As we can see, it's going sky high. I mean, it's up 20%, so that daily candle right there is nice. But look, actually, the 1 month, I mean, look, it had a nice pop because of the good old Coinbase listing. Falling right back down. Great time to buy, guys. So what have we seen over and over and over again? Great time to buy when things are falling down, especially when Coinbase says they're going to list it. There's liquidity issues, and then the coin goes down. Well, typically a great time to buy. Up next, so Suko. This one, if I'm not mistaken, I did not see it in the list here for the Coinbase saying that's ready to go, but this was on that list the day that they listed all 4 of these coins. It's actually down a little bit. So what did I just say about the other coins when they were down? It was it a good buy or wasn't it a good buy? You guys let me know down below. But currently down 3% at the time of this recording, $103 million market cap. And yeah, it's down today. Look at that, the nice spike up, come right back down to, it went to the moon, came back to Earth. And if you want to get some before it's on Coinbase, Gated.io, Kucoin, Uniswap, we've gone over this before, but just a friendly reminder for all the homies out there. So that's what's going on there with those Coinbase listings. Definitely hit up their good old tweeters, put the post, like the noti bell on. Of course, subscribe to to this channel. We make videos as soon as possible around these coins that first get listed. So stay tuned for that. But up next, though, the good old Yasmin. Yasmin's been on fire, guys, making some massive moves here. Got listed on Coinbase, a nice massive spike. Right here, just shooting up, pulling back, and then now we're shooting right back up. This is what I'm liking to see. I'm not surprised to see this thing do very well. I'm not surprised at all. It had a estimated $30 million market cap, but if we go over here, it actually has a way higher market cap. Around $1.2 billion market cap right now. We thought it had 30 million, it ended up being like 600 million, and now we're pumping up to 1.2 bill. This thing still has some room to grow, but in my humble opinion, you definitely want to reconsider your exit strategy, since it does have a way higher market cap than we first anticipated. I know I definitely have to reconsider my exit strategy regarding this because, well, I mean, it just has a way bigger market cap than we all anticipated. It was going to be 30 mil, around 40 mil, and then now it has like a lot more, so that's obviously a issue right there. But it is nice to see this thing is pumping up around 116% the time of this recording for the last 24 hours. That's nice to see. 25 cents, 24 cents. As we see, we're popping off there. The reason why I wanted to bring up the coin market cap chart is because we go back to, all history here. We go back all the way back here, guys. All-time high was around $4. $4 per Yasmin. It fell down to the floor. And what do we see here? What is this pattern, guys? What happened when SHIB fell to the floor? What happened when Yasmin fell to the floor? What happened with those new Coinbase coins that they had issue with getting liquidity and they did not list, and they went down? What happens when it goes down? What happens? Does that create a good buying opportunity, or does it create a great selling opportunity? You guys let me know down below, because we've gone over it so many times. I just want to make sure it sticks with you, so you start buying low, selling high, and not buying high and selling low like the majority. Definitely a great time to buy down here. Obviously, it was way under a penny. If you knew about it before it hit the Coinbase listing, that was like obviously great. We go back here, pumped up well. I mean, even buying it at the 4 cents was great. We saw that first massive pump. We go to the Coinbase chart, because I don't like to use this chart. There's not a lot of data. It's like a chapter in a book. I want to go read the whole book, which would be the chart at Bittrex. As you see, though, I mean, a nice spike up here first, around 9.8 cents. You know, a lot of people bought in there because hype, FOMO. I got to get in. I'm going to miss out on all these gains. Yeah, well, they ended up getting wrecked, because odds are they probably sold down here, because that's just what human psychology does, human emotions. So unfortunately, I hope that was not you. But look, now we're rocketing right up into some nice moves. I mean, just from the listing, if we want to take a move here, if you bought in here around 4.8 cents to current price action, you're up around 474%. Some pretty good gains, not as good as Alchemy Pay, but it's still some pretty good gains right there. We'll see. I mean, this thing's still at the moment moving, but like I said with SHIB, guys, it's going to keep moving until it doesn't. We saw the same thing with New Cipher coming up until it doesn't. We've seen the same thing again and again and again. These things are very, very predictable. Now, do I know exactly when it's going to turn around? No. But, you know, you can start seeing when we're losing some steam. You got a nice wick up there, probably losing some steam. Let's go hit up Yasmin. At the moment, we just have a little wick up there. Of course, it's an intraday candle. The next 7 hours, we'll figure out what's going on there. And we are live Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll see you guys then. But as of right now, there's not that much of a wick. We'll see what happens tonight. We'll see, we'll watch that closing candle, and we shall go from there. Let's also hit up the BTCs, guys. Bitcoin at $63,700. We know Mr. Plan B was saying that we should have closed October with a 63K or higher BTC. It did not happen, but he's only wrong by about 3%, which, I mean, I'm not going to lie, his future predictions of hitting about 135K in December, if he's up by 3%, I'm not going to complain whatsoever. So I think this is obviously bullish. It's only up by like 2 days. Guys, it's basically the same thing in my humble opinion. I do believe November will be a month we will always remember. I do believe that's going to be the case. Of course, I'm just a silly dude on the internet. What do I know? So do your own research and do your own financial advice, you know, DYR, all that great stuff. But yeah, we're at 63.7. Guys, we hit the highest monthly close, bullish, weekly, ended up being a green candle. Of course, we had that shooting star, a little disappointing, but now we are just powering right through. Bullish. It is looking good. A nice little reset, ready for the next major move, in my humble opinion. So that's what's going on there, guys. Let's, of course, keep this going. Keep in mind, if there's a black swan event or some kind of like, you know, macroeconomic event that right there will like affect all asset classes, like we saw back in March 2020, then all the TA stuff gets thrown out the window, because I mean, obviously, but what would happen, guys, if we had one of those black swan events? Would that create a good buying opportunity, or would that create a good selling opportunity? You guys let me know down below. And I just want to touch up real quick, guys, with Imex. They're launching a lot of projects, they're having a lot of issues. The Doge Pound puppies are having some issues here. So just be patient with these, and hopefully it turns out to work. We're seeing that it's not as dev friendly and all that great stuff, but Doge Pound puppies are coming. Pretty excited about that, but they're having issues with all these things right here. So just wanted to point that out real quick. And of course, you know, what else is down? Like, what could be a great buying opportunity? Well, Cardano, it's like Alex Becker says, it's always dodging those gains. Like, oh, gains, I got to get out of the way. You know what I mean? Basically, I think Cardano, the Cardano ecosystem will eventually start making some massive gains once they get the DEXs going, once they get all the liquidity going, once everything just starts flowing again for Cardano. I think that will do very, very well. Guys, Solana's probably going to start doing very well, simply because, I mean, the gas fees right now are redunculous. 186 way, ridiculous. I was doing some transactions on Uniswap and some staking, like with some things, and I spent way too much on those gas fees. So I think some of these like Solana's, Polkadot's obviously going to do well. I mean, if you live under a rock, well, now you know that pair chains are very soon. So keep your eyes out for that. SHIB, obviously, I mean, it's down. Not really surprising, guys. We've gone over that a lot. Keep in mind, just look for things that are down. SHIB actually may be a great buy, but of course, I like looking for more asymmetrical risk. I'm more of a risk taker. I want to make a lot of bucks. So it's as simple as that, guys. You want to put $100 in, and if you could turn it into a minimum 1,000, and I mean, maybe at most like 10K, I'd rather go for those risks. Of course, some will go to zero, but obviously not all of them will. So, and you're gonna make a lot more money for the ones that actually do very, very well. So guys, that's all I got for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What do you think about these Coinbase coins? You guys hate Pro Coinbase. You guys like Pro Coinbase. They're messing up some more listings. And what is going on with the Yasmin? You guys taking some profit? You guys get in early, or you guys dip right before I pumped? Let me know down below. But until next time, guys, you guys know on this channel, it's all about that wild crypto journey. And until then, may the gains be with you.